Yo, what is going on, guys, and welcome back to the game that I thought I wouldn't revisit, Bendy and the Dark Revival. So this game, you guys are probably thinking, what are you doing here? Why are we back in this game? I thought you did beat this game. Well, there was an update recently, and if we hit begin, there it is, the archives. They added the archives to this game. I've been waiting for this for a while, especially since when we had Chapter 5 of Bendy and the Ink Machine come out. We got the archives as a secret. Actually, I don't think they came out the first day, but they definitely came out eventually. But we're going to be jumping into the archives today. I hope you guys enjoy the video. If you don't, you know, you can dislike. If you like it, unlike it, and subscribe. Let's go ahead and head into the archives. Let's see what's waiting for us, because I actually haven't... Oh, this is nice. Hang on, my sensitivity is going to be a little bit mean to me. Alright, there we go. That's much better. The archives. Welcome to the archives. So this is different, so there's no signs this time. Welcome to the archives. Bendy and the Dark Revival is filled with numerous characters that each had a critical role to play in the progression of the game. Here in the archives, you will learn a little bit more about them in an up-close and personal way. Feel free to explore. Alright. Now let's start at the front with this guy. Ooh, this is a big description. Bendy. Bendy, the iconic imp, was redesigned for Dark Revival to stand out a bit from his traditional cartoon appearance by giving him a suit of clothes. He posed some minor challenges, specifically creating a face that sported the classic Bendy eerie smile, but still managed to be a heartwarming in the right conditions. He is a fan favorite, so his design just had to be just right. During production, we originally envisioned Bendy to talk with a series of cute squeaks to contrast the dark, low voice of the Ink Demon, but this was turned to be pretty distracting, and the idea was scrapped pretty early on. Alright, that's nice. Okay, let's start at the left side. I don't know what's going to be over here, so we got the left side. Alright, we got our main characters. There's Audrey, and here's Wilson. Wilson, cartoon. Wilson was a difficult character to balance. At first, the players were purposely led to believe that he is a one-note character, obviously evil with an over-the-top villain personality. But as the story progresses, we see other sides of the character, and the player become muddled with who this man really is. In one draft, Wilson was written as a servant of Nathan Arch Jr., a separate character at the time. But the story mode made more sense when the two characters became one, eliminating a lot of needless narrative complexity. Audrey, cartoon. Audrey is a kind-hearted rogue with courage, determination, some flaws, and a deep, dark past. To make our story work, we needed a newcomer to the cartoon studio world, and Audrey was the perfect fresh eyes to help experience the adventure. From day one of production, we knew that if people didn't connect with Audrey by the end of the game itself wouldn't be successful. Fortunately, she turned out to be quite memorable indeed, and stands out from the other members of the cast. Yeah, honestly, I think this game wouldn't have been successful without her. I think we needed a female character. Alright, let's, I guess we'll go there after we get this section, whatever's down there. Alright, let's go here. Okay, Heidi. Actually, we'll start with Porter, because we saw him first. Porter, as the cycle was held in place, and with the influence of the Ink Demon held at bay, the cartoon world was able to grow and advance, creating characters such as Porter, a lost one who came to claim a new identity as an explorer. Porter was written with the knowledge that Dark Revival would feature a more serious tone than the first game, Bendy and the Ink Machine, and his lighthearted innocence would help the player feel some warmth in this inky world of sorrow. Alright, here's Heidi. Heidi. It is believed that Heidi has spent some time in the Pit, a prison set up by Wilson and the Keepers. It is unclear why, but most likely she was able to access places she couldn't have. This experience in the Pit changed her, as it does many, reverting her into a childlike state, longing for happiness again. Wow. Alright, let's go here, guys. Oh, we got him. Sammy Lawrence. And there's some down there, too. Sammy Lawrence, the famous music composer of the studio. Sammy Lawrence originally had a slightly larger role in the story of Dark Revival, but in a story already filled with so many characters, making them all play a meaningful part became a challenge. He was ultimately sidelined in favor for telling a more coherent storyline. Although it is interesting to note that Sammy appears to have mastered the flow ability and Bendy and the Ink Machine long before Porter and Audrey could wield it. So the flow ability must have been what he was doing when we saw him go transform. Alright. Next, is there some... Oh, there is. Lord Amok. And Well, here, we'll start with Alice. Alice Angel, the self-appointed queen of the studio. Alice Angel is one of the most memorable faces in the Bendy world. Forever lost in a tide of insanity, she is an absolute delight to write for as a character. An angel with many layers, time will only tell if this inky temptress will reappear. She probably will in another game. Lord Amok, ruler of the sewer cult. Lord Amok illustrates how the world of ink had continued to develop into different societies deep within the darkest places. Though he was weak in a fight, his name will simply never die. Awesome. Next. Oh, not this thing again. Oh, the Widow Boss. I hated that one too. There's that big guy. Alright, let's start with Ship Ahoy Dudley. Ship Ahoy Dudley. The demented invention of Wilson, created to serve the dual purpose of dethroning the ink demon in the cartoon world, but also upstaging Joy Drew in the eyes of Wilson's father, Nathan Arch. Neither of these happened. Ship Ahoy Dudley is a mysterious sailor with his own eerie grin, similar to that of Bendy. Along with his sidekick, Crackle the Crab, it is unknown what kind of cartoon adventures they would have had together. Man, this Ship Ahoy Dudley turned into this doesn't make any sense. How do you get this, or how do you get this from this? Whatever. King Widow. Ink widows had begun to infest where the light grows the darkest. Their king, the biggest and most feared, will only emerge from his nest when it's young or threatened. Alright, what's this guy named? Lurker. The Lurker, or Steve as he became to be known, was originally created as a brute-type enemy that would free roam the way the Lost Ones do, but ultimately felt necessary as the random ink demon encounters already fulfilled the role of putting the player on edge while exploring previously traversed locations. In the end, the Lurker found a much better calling as an unlikely ally, effectively expanding him into more than just a typical enemy. We saw him in the end, and we also saw him when they were like, hey, bring this to him, and he'll clear the way. I never did that. We might do that sometime. Alright, let's go to the ink machine. Actually, let's go over here, and then we'll go to the ink machine. There might be a description for it, I don't know. Okay. The Keepers, Wilson's deadly guards and scientists. They aren't perfect, but the Keepers will get the job done, no matter the cost. They are responsible for pressing the ink demon inside a smaller form, keeping his power sealed away, until Audrey came along and unknowingly changed the situation. The Keepers were visually designed to reflect the dangers and evils of the ink machine itself. Faceless beings made of gears and wires, with no sense of mortality, ordered around like a cattle, a creation living without purpose. Alright, so now we have the new... okay, this is Butcher Gang. Oh, okay. Let's read the description, I'll show you guys all the models. The Barley, Charlie, and Edgar, the three original members of the Butcher Gang, were formed from the ink machine, deconstructed by Alice Angel for body parts, and bond together to stay alive with sneak attacks on their prey. In Dark Revival, we meet an artificial fourth member of the game, Carly, the Ghost Girl. Although, when you begin to examine her closely, Carly only appears to be a shell, with perhaps someone inside. Alright, so there's... I think this is Barley. This might be Charlie, I don't know. And this is Edgar, I think. And then this is Carly. Man, this was the one that was attacking us the entire time. Wouldn't stop, by the way. Like, she literally would not stop attacking us. Anyways, let's head to the ink machine and see if there's a description for that, too. Okay, ink machine, designed by Thomas Connor of the Gent Corporation, stolen by Joey Drew, retrieved by Archgate, and once again reclaimed by Gent. The ink machine's next adventure is a mystery. Okay. Appreciate it. Let's go to the ink demon next. Actually, is this trash can openable over here? I feel like it is. Yep, it is. Harold, too much dry air, not enough fish food. Okay, I've already seen a video on this, so I know what to expect, and I saw the trash can was there. I was looking for it the whole time. Anyways, Ink Demon. As the world of Dark Revival became more complex and established, we realized the Ink Demon's design needed a complete rethink to match our new tone. Previous versions of his appearance looked actively silly when placed in the world alongside the other characters. No amount of creepy music or screen effects could conceal how out of place he looked. The Ink Demon needed a different look than everything else in the world to show a natural progression of the Ink Demons of evolution as Wilson held the cycle in place. Ah, man, this looked cool. The Beast Bendy form, though, like, oh, okay, so there is two different ones. Beast Bendy. Returning for the climax of Dark Revival, Beast Bendy was also revisited with the mindset of making him more powerful and beast-like. Traditionally, most horror games, they tend to build to a point where the main villain becomes a final form monster is the final boss. It's practically a trope. Our idea, what if you got to play as that final form instead? Yeah, that's cool. Yeah, but look at him. There's the end tape, too. I don't know if you can hover over those at all. Probably not. Let's go over here. Okay, there's Betty. Let's see. Joey Drew, Memory. The man, the legend, the memory. Creating this version of Joey Drew was both an exciting and daunting process. It was clear from the start that this Joey would be different from the one from the original Bendy and the Ink Machine game. This was a man of all the guilt in his past life, but without the experience to fully understand it. The real Joey Drew made many mistakes, but ultimately learned from them. This doesn't absolve him of his sins, but at the end of his life, he was able to correct some of them and help fight the darkness he created. Cool. Betty, a faithful maid, among other things, to Wilson. Betty was an important character to the story of Dark Revival. As a failed experience and someone relatively new to the cartoon studio, she was able to give a somewhat different point of view on the state of the world. We have purposely left it unclear if Betty was in on Wilson's plot to harvest Audrey, or if she was just a bystander. Behind her mask, there are still some answers to be found. Ooh, interesting. Alright, let's go over here. Oh, this is cool. Is this like a transformation of the real world? Okay, we got a desk. Oh, Audrey's donut. No, you can't have it. Audrey. Okay, we got some stuff over here. Okay, you can walk up here. Let's see. Audrey, the unknowing daughter of an animation pioneer, Audrey has blocked out the memory of her past after losing her father, but his role in her life was not over. A talented animator and artist, her skills landed her a job at Archgate. Was it fate that led her to reunite with Joey Drew's machine, the machine of her birth, or was it planned? And here's Wilson. I don't know, does the cutout have a description? Come on, you gotta give the cutout a description, right? Bendy cutout, who put this here? Okay, I just want to Wilson, haunted by the impossible shadow of Nathan Arch, Wilson sought to achieve something that would make his father proud. By luck, he stumbled upon the Ink Machine and was able to become the cartoon world's new master. Holding the cycle in place, he continues his experiments that could not be fully realized until the Ink Demon was purged. However, unnaturally entering to and from the Ink realm has taken a toll on Wilson's physical being, slowly robbing him of his health. No wonder he looks so like look at his eye, dude. And like look at his face. And I thought he lost his eye from the freaking Ink Demon at first, you know? I never brought that up to you guys, but I thought that's what that was. Oh, poster. Nathan Arch Sr. Nathan Arch was everything Joey Drew wasn't. He worked hard, built up from nothing, and never compromised his integrity. Joey had big dreams, but Nathan accomplished his own dreams. He and his wife Tessa raised a son with as much love and care as they could, despite Nathan's career pressures. Sadly, his son did not share Nathan's natural talent for business and enterprise. Alright. Cool to know. I'm assuming they're talking about Wilson. Let's head here next. Oh, okay. Cycle Breakers. Okay, so this is like Henry and this is the original gang. Henry Stein, the original Cycle Breaker. Henry Stein is the ghost of a man who lost his purpose years ago. Once fueled with finding a way to escape his tortures of the Ink Demon and finding his way home to his wife, Henry is now left with the cold reality of being a recreation of the person he thought he was. Saved as a special surprise for the fans of the Bendy and the Ink Machine game, Henry was strictly omitted from all public discussion of the character during the entire production, which spanned several years. But Henry returned with a very satisfying face reveal. Yeah, we never got to see Henry's face, but now you get to. Let's see. Allison, returning for another victory over the Ink Demon. Allison is always the voice of reason, a beacon of hope. Allison's design was carefully upgraded for the previous Bendy and the Ink Machine to maintain her personality, but with more fidelity. The purpose of meeting Allison so early in the campaign was to introduce the player to a familiar face after the main introduction. At the start, Allison was able to serve as the motivating force for Audrey until the true plot kicked in later. And then we got Tom. Tom is Allison's silent protector, and the only Boris clone involved in the main story. Where is Boris the Wolf? Wolf, rumor has it, he is, during the events of the game, Boris is experiencing a dark survival story of his own, and I think they're talking about Boris and the Dark Survival, which I have not played yet, and it's probably not as good as these games, honestly, because, you know, it was only made in like a few months, I think. I am pretty sure that's everything. There might be some secrets, so let's like look around, see if there's anything, you know, hiding around. There could be something hidden, you know, that we might not, that I might miss. And I don't want to miss anything for you guys. We already found Harold. Got these guys in there. We already got them. Yeah, I believe we got everything. The ink machine, is there anything hidden behind it or anything? It looks much bigger than the one that we saw in the studio at the beginning of the game. Alright, I think that should be it. So, okay, so this is the exit. Alright. Alright, guys, thank you guys so much for watching. If you guys enjoyed, please leave a like and smash that subscribe button. I know it's really weird that I'm making a Dark Revival video. I wasn't expecting to make this video because I didn't think they would add the archives, but I knew that they probably would. So anyways, guys, I hope you guys enjoyed, and I will see you guys in the next Bendy video that I make, or actually, no, not the Bendy. I'm probably not going to make another video on this series. If you guys still want me to make Boris and the Dark Survival, I might do that, but I want your guys' opinion on that, so you guys, you know, let me know in the comments. And also, we've got another video premiering tomorrow. You guys have probably seen it by now. So it'll be tomorrow at 3:30. I updated the time from 2 to 3:30 because that was a more reasonable time for me. And also, what was I going to say? Sunday, yes, I will still be live streaming Hypixel Skyblock. So anyways, I hope to see you guys at the premiere and in that live stream. Have a great day, everyone.